In today's video, I'm going to show you how to knit this beautiful triple cable in order to make this coffee cup cozy. Make sure you download the free pattern on my website to follow along how to actually make the entire cozy and how to adjust for whatever size coffee cup you're going to be making it for. I'm going to be using Be So Brave yarn, which is a worsted weight American merino wool. I'm going to be using a size 8 or 5mm set of knitting needles, and you're going to also need a cable needle. I prefer using an extra DPN because it's a straight line, but whatever works best for you, you're going to need something that works as a cable needle. Let's get started. We're going to start by casting on 15 stitches, and I'm going to use the long tail cast on. Oh, one other thing I should point out is that in order to make this, you will also need a button, because this is the cast on edge, and then we work the cable without any selvage stitches so that you have that beautiful scalloped edge. And then when in the bind off, you're going to do a little bit of I-cord and then sew it to the other section of bind off stitches so that when you wrap it around a coffee cup, your button will hold the I-cord in place like that. But isn't it beautiful how when you do a cable and you don't do selvage stitches, you get that beautiful scallop border? Well, anyway, that's what we're doing. So when we cast on 15 stitches, those are the actual 15 stitches of the cable. There is no stockinette or reverse stockinette selvage stitches on the side of it. Okay, first row is to knit across. And then to make this a non-curling edge, we're going to knit the next row as well. So this is now the right side. Okay, the second row, we're not going to count that first row as the pattern. It's just a setup row. So that knit row, right side row, was row 1 of the actual pattern we'll be repeating. And then this row is to purl across, which you probably already know how to do. Okay, on the next row, we're going to begin our cable, and we're going to do what will be marked as a cable 6 front. Let's see, what would it be? C6F. So, and the row starts with knit 3. And then we're going to get whatever we're going to be using for a cable needle. Like I said, I prefer a double pointed needle, but a cable needle works the same exact way. You could even use a pencil for this. You're going to slip those first 3 stitches to the front of the work. And this is a cable 6 front. We're going to knit the next 3 stitches off of our working needle, and then work the 3 stitches off of our cable needle. And we're going to repeat that cable 6 front one more time. And all of this is explained in the pattern that you can download for free on my website. Cable 6 front begins with 3 stitches slipped to the cable needle to the front of the work, 3 stitches knit from the left-hand needle, and then the 3 stitches knit from the cable needle. And I want to point out that the first couple rows, it's not going to feel like it's going well. See how it doesn't look beautiful like this yet. And I just want you to know that it's okay. It's not going to start looking like the cable until you're 2 repeats in. So don't worry about it. Just keep going. Next row is to purl across. All wrong side rows are going to be the same. You just purl across. Next row is to knit across, and you'll see our cable starting to pop a little bit, not much, but a little bit. We're going to knit the next row. And then we're going to purl the next row. Okay, on our next row, we're going to do the second pattern row of this project, and this is where we're going to be doing cable 6 in the back of the work. And what that means is that we'll be when we put our stitches onto our cable needle, we're going to move them to the back instead of the front. And we're also going to work them over a different offset sequence of stitches. Remember, in the last pattern row we knit the first 3 and then we did our cable over the next 2 sets of 6. Well, this one we're going to start with cable over the first 2 sets of 6 and then knit the last 3. So a cable 6 back starts the row. You're going to slip the first 3 stitches to the cable needle and move it to the back of the work. Then we're going to knit the next 3 stitches off the left hand needle, knit the next 3 stitches off the cable needle that's in the back of the work, and repeat that again. So we're going to slip the next 3 stitches to the back of the work, knit the next 3 stitches from the left hand needle, knit the next 3 stitches from the cable needle that's in the back of the work, and then we're going to knit the last 3 stitches normal. And now you can see our cable is really starting to pop. And the last row of this entire pattern is to purl across. So we've got 8 rows. We've got a knit row, purl row. Then we have the row with the cable 6 fronts, a purl row. Then we have a knit row, a purl row. And then we have the pattern row of cable 6 backs and a purl row. Again, this is all written out in the pattern that you can download for free on my website, but in this video I just wanted to show you how you do those cables, especially since not only is one set working to the front of the row and one working to the back of the row, but you may never have done a cable before where you don't have stitches on the side. So to be able to do those cable stitches at the very beginning of a row and at the end of the row, it helps to see it in the video, I think. Make sure you show me your pictures of your finished coffee cup cozies. They're so cute. And if you've never worked with merino wool before, you will love the way the texture of this beautiful yarn makes your cables pop.